Bonjour, je m'appelle Adelino Amaral, and yes, this is the only French you will hear from me today, because now we are talking business. Welcome to the Energy Ops Desk, the channel that helps you to master the energy trading operation one trade at a time. Most people think the energy trade is finished when the trade is executed by the trader, but this is just the beginning of a whole journey. Indeed, there is a whole chain, operation chain behind that makes sure that the trade is accurate, controlled, invoiceable, and reportable in a timely manner. And today, this is what we'll see, and we will break down all this process. So stay tuned. The trade is not finished when the trader clicks done. Indeed, in energy trading, a deal becomes real only when the operational chain proves it can be confirmed, scheduled, settled, reconciled, and controlled. Even a profitable trade can lose money if it is booked, confirmed, delivered, invoiced, or paid incorrectly. That is why operation is not just admin work. It protects the company's risk, delivery, and reputation. So front office creates basically the commercial value, and operations protects that value. So what is basically a trade life cycle? Simply, the process usually starts when the trade is entered into the system. This is what we call the trade capture. Then it is checked, confirmed, scheduled, if needed, invoiced, paid, matched, and reported. In real life, it does not always move in a straight line. Easy peasy. No. If there is a mistake, a change, or the trade may go back to the earlier step until everything is fixed. So now, who is involved or touch the trade after it's executed by the trader? Of course, the front office is the one who is making the deal, right? Middle office checks the economics. Economics means basically that the P&L is correct and we have the correct formula price, the risk associated to this trade, and of course that we are under the limits of the company. Then we have what we call operations and the scheduling teams. They make sure, if necessary, that energy moves from a point to another one. Then you have the back office and settlements that handle the confirmations, invoices, payments, and accounting. And finally, of course, around that, you have risk, credit, legal, and compliance that help to protect the company from unwanted exposure. So now let's take a look on the trade capture and what it means really. So a trade capture is when the deal is entered into a system. The system records the basic details, what was traded, buy or sell, the volume, price, delivery dates, location, counterparty, and contract terms. It may sound simple, but many problems start here indeed. One wrong detail can cause a bad confirmation, wrong invoice, incorrect profit and loss, or even a delivery problem. This is why we need to put in place some controls around those trades. This is what we will see next. So, once the trade is captured, the controls ask, does this trade make sense? Is the counterparty approved? Is the trade within the limits? Does the price match market logic? Does the volume look reasonable or is correct, right? Are the dates and location valid or correct also? So good controls are not just bureaucracy. or how the desk avoid accidental losses. So this is why very important. This is the part of the control of the deal. This is where you can find issues before it become true and have a cash consequences, right? So very important step after the trade is entered the deal and the system. Another way to find out if the deal is correctly captured or entered in the system is by the confirmation that we should receive from the counterparty, right? Or the one you are selling to the counterparty. So the confirmation makes sure both sides agreed to the same deal, right? We just have the same details. So basically, we compare our record with the counterparty's record, right? If everything matches, the trade is confirmed. All good. If something is different, like price, volume, date, location, counterparty, of course, it can happen. It becomes a break, an issue that we need to solve. This step helps catch mistakes before they become money or delivery problems. Let's have a look on the physical energy and the scheduling part. For physical energy, the trades has to move, right? The trade means like the energy associated to this deal. Could be power, could be gas, could be whatever commodity you are trading. Depending on the commodity, of course, the deal may become nominations, pipeline schedules, grid schedules for power, terminal instruction for LNG, shipping instruction again for LNG or oil, or delivery records. It is why energy operations is different from many purely financial products. A trade may be economically right, but operationally difficult if timing, capacity, nomination cycles, or delivery instructions are wrong. So now, once all of this is done, let's focus on the invoicing and settlement part of the deal. After the delivery or pricing, the trade turns into cash, meaning that we should receive the money for the deal, right? This is why we do deal. The settlements team checks invoices, payments, and any differences between all of this. So do we have the same payment term? Do we have the same amount? Are we receiving or paying the counterparty, right? The main question is simple. Did the right money move on the right date and the right direction for the right trade? So it could be an easy question, but not really. Common issues include wrong volumes, missing prices, fees, bank details that are wrong, or trade changes but not updated on the system. So all this is very important before the deal is closed, right? So very important step in the trade life cycle. So let's focus again on some issues that are common issues that we can encounter when you check a deal, right? So the trade data break, mainly wrong price, volume, trade location. The scheduling, maybe you are not scheduling the correct volumes, or we don't have enough capacity, or we didn't have the same delivery dates. Another one could be from the settlement part, meaning the invoicing process. Maybe we don't have the same amount of cash, or we are having system payment and we should be receivable. So this could be also a break. Other one could be more critical, it's the limits or credit. So could be due to a contract issue, right? If you are above the limits, or if we don't have enough credit, this could be a very huge issue. And another one is the reporting. So it could be the P&L, the way the P&L is not correct. Again, for the previous issues like volume, prices, or the formula that is not correct. Accounting, we don't account, we are not registering the correct way the trade in our books. And another one, more regulatory data that is wrong. This is very important that some trades need to be reported to the regulator of your state. Here is a simple sentence I would use to explain the whole process. After the trade is done, operations makes sure the trade is real, accurate, deliverable, payable, and reportable, right? That sentence is your anchor. Once you understand it, the trade lifecycle stops feeling like a collection of random tasks and start looking like a protection system for the business. To end this session, you need to remember one thing is operations is where trading intent becomes controlled execution. The trade lifecycle is not just admin work. It protects the desks, cash, risk, delivery, and reputation. If this was helpful, comment with the part of the lifecycle you want me to break down next. Confirmations, settlements, reconciliation. See you. Thank you. That's a wrap for today's session. À bientôt. See you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe.